Okay. Hi guys, it's Violetta and welcome to my channel. Today I have a big announcement. I'm having a baby. We're having a baby, to be correct. My husband and I, we're gonna have a baby pretty soon. My content will be changed a little bit. Obviously, I won't be able to do like fashion for, you know, like regular unpregnant women, but I will switch to pregnancy fashion for a little while, and then I'm gonna be back to my regular content. I'll do my best to make it super interesting and to make it interesting for both pregnant and unpregnant ladies. So I am 15 weeks pregnant, and honestly, so far it's been such a blessing. I didn't have like any crazy symptoms like many other women experience. My pregnancy was so easy so far. It's like superstition in Ukraine. You knock on your head and then spit 3 times on your left shoulder. I filmed my reaction when I just found out about the pregnancy, and I want to tell you a little bit of a story. So we planned a baby, so we were trying every month to conceive, and it took us a little bit of time, like nothing crazy, but because it didn't happen from like, you know, like the first try, kind of every time I would see negative test, like every month I would get a negative test, I was sad at the same time, but also reveal, kind of like it's weird, like it's hard to explain unless you kind of tried it yourself. Like we wanted a baby, but still, like there are so many fears out there. When I found out that I finally pregnant, I was happy. Like I was like happy, but I was so scared that it actually happened. It finally happened, and I was like, whoa, there's no way back, you know, that kind of thing. I just found out that I'm pregnant. I mean, 2 tests and both are positive. I don't know, honestly it feels surreal. Like I know that it's like it's showing positive, but I don't feel anything. Like it's weird. It's so weird. Like I don't have any symptoms. I mean, except of course missed period and positive pregnancy test. I don't know. Like it's mind blowing. Honestly, it's not like it's surprised. I just can't believe that it actually happened. It feels so surreal. Like I cannot even describe it. It's just like, what's going on? What does it mean I'm pregnant? It's just like, oh, crazy. I haven't said my husband anything yet, so yeah, I'm gonna tell him right now. I was so excited to find out that, I mean, I did the test in like Shoppers bathroom. Honestly, I couldn't wait to come home and to do a test. I was like, no, I need to know it right now. I'm sitting in my car. I just did a test like an hour ago. And then I was like, maybe the test is wrong. Maybe, I don't know, like maybe like... So I was like, I'm gonna do another test. And they both are positive. And I don't know if you will be able to see, but... the lines are like so thick. Like look at them, they're like, it's not a faded line, it's I can't. I guess congratulations to me. I don't know, like I still kind of like, what did I do? Why did we do it? Like what the heck? Yeah, so I'm gonna go and tell my husband that he's gonna be a daddy soon. So you just saw that I couldn't wait. Like I was 2 days late in my period, so it wasn't nothing crazy, and I didn't have any other symptoms as many women explain it on the internet. And I'll be super honest, I was paying attention to every symptom. I was like, oh, I want apricots today, it means I'm pregnant, because I never wanted apricots before, you know. Like I was so into my symptoms, like I would react on anything and I would consider it as a symptom. And then in the month that we actually conceived, I didn't have anything. Like my breasts weren't tender, I didn't have any pain, I didn't have any back pain, I didn't have any implantation bleeding. Honestly, I didn't have anything. I wasn't like I was the same person, and only one symptom that I got, it was that I was late for two days for my period. Oh, I didn't say one thing that I find very important for those women who like track every changes in your body. So before I was late for period, I had high body temperature, was way higher than my normal temperature, and if you're pregnant, it stays up the whole time until like the day of period, and if you're not pregnant, it's up and then it goes down. So in my previous month, when I wasn't pregnant, when the test was negative, it was up and then it was going down. And in this month, that's probably just one symptom that I thought that it might be like the actual deal, you know. Honestly, I would say that two main symptoms that gonna happen to you no matter what, like not dependent to anybody, so it's gonna happen to anybody. It's high temperature before the period, before the day of period, and missed period. Those two symptoms for sure gonna happen. The rest, breast, appetite, sleepless, you know, like all cravings, it's very individual and it might not happen. So like I wouldn't you know, like pay attention too much to those. I told my husband that I'm gonna buy a test, and he was like, no, it's just 2 days, let's wait for a week so we don't spend money on tests, because in the previous month I would start taking tests even before I missed period, because I wanted to know it as soon as possible. So like I would spend 100 in a month on those pregnancy tests. They are very expensive, by the way. My husband was like, no, let's wait a week so we are not upset, and then we don't spend money on unnecessary negative, you know, tests. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wait. But then I went and I met with my friends. It was my friend's birthday. Shannon, if you're watching it, I did a test right after your birthday party. And then I came home. No, I'm lying. I wanted to do some kind of a surprise for my husband. I didn't want just to tell him the news. I wanted to do something kind of visual, because for me it was a surprise. It's not like someone told me, and I couldn't obviously do the same for him. Like he couldn't take a test to find out, you know. So I wanted to do something special for him as well. You will see in the video, I'll show you. I'm pretty sure that the language was Russian in the video, just because like we both Ukrainians, we both speak Russian or Ukrainian at home, especially like if it's just two of us and you cannot control your emotions, you kind of switch to your native language right away. So the video is going to be in Russian. I'll add some subtitles. Yeah, so this is how I told my husband that I'm pregnant.
Ну иди посмотри, читай до 5. 1, 2,
Тебе некуда выкидывать.
3,
Что?
4.
Что, ты сделала тест? Ты уже сделала? Ты уже сделала? И что показывает? Ты уже что-то купила? Даже... Да? Что? Ты 2 сделала? С чем ты делала 2? Just for to make sure? Дима, вы пупси. И что, ты довольна? А там не говорит, кто?
Нет, не знаю.
Да ты
I
же...
don't know.
И что, ты доволен, пупси?
Не знаю. А ты?
Что-то не знаю, я да. А ты? И тоже нормально доволен. А что ты купила? Started from the belly? Now.
И read it.
Now, soon will be here daily. Will be daily here.
So I found like this kind of t-shirt in a store, but it says started from the belly, now I'm here, and obviously like no one here yet, so I changed it to soon will be here and I added daddy. I'll be honest, Alex didn't get it from the first time what it says, but I mean he was shocked. So.
See, easy peasy. Что ты молчишь? Ты хочешь, чтобы я весь текст разговаривал? Я не могу монолог. Ты тоже что-то говоришь. Все, теперь с этого момента тебе нельзя молчать.
На меня уже шок прошел.
Да, все, ну все отлично. Что?
Не знаю.
Что ты молчишь? Что ты хочешь на меня? Весь хэви-лифтинг на меня переносишь? Так нечестно. You're so weird. I'm going on.
So as you saw, he was like super excited and super happy, and while I was like super scared, and I was like, what just happened? What did just happen? What are we gonna do now? Yeah, that was kind of my reaction. The first month I didn't have any symptoms, and then in a second, I actually wrote them down, so don't forget, because like it was a few months ago, right? So the first month I didn't have any crazy symptoms. It was all good, like all smooth. I would go to work, no one would notice, like I didn't have any nausea or anything, no sickness, like no headaches, nothing. It was like normal, absolutely. And then we went, and by the way, we planned a trip in May because like we weren't getting pregnant, so we were like, okay, we're not gonna plan our life, you know, our life depending on this like positive and negative test. So let's just go and travel when we want, how we want. And obviously it's super ironic, but once we planned everything, we found out that we were pregnant, and then our doctor was like, it's better if you don't fly, but if you already booked everything, well, what can you do? So I was flying on 7th week, yes. So we were in Europe from 7th week to 11th week. And my doctor told me not to spend too much time like sitting in a car driving, so we had a limit of 4 hours a day to drive, and then we would you know, like walk to make sure that I have movements, and then like whenever I was tired, and in the second month actually, like from week 7 to 11, this is when I experienced a little bit of first trimester symptoms. I was tired in the middle of the day, so I had to like take a nap in the parks or whatever we were, or in the car, like it depends. And then I always had like, I wouldn't say like I was very hungry, but I like if I got hungry, I would feel nauseous. So whenever people say about like the morning sickness, I wouldn't call it morning sickness, I would just call it hungry sickness. It's kind of make more sense, at least to me. In the morning I would wake up, and if I didn't eat anything right away, I would feel nauseous. So I always had some crackers, a banana on piece of bread, like those three kind of things helped me a lot with nausea. I had it next to my bed and I would eat it right away. During the night, kind of the same thing, I would just wake up because I would feel nauseous. The same thing, I would just eat a little bit of like cracker or bread, and I would feel fine. It's like a little bit of tiredness, sleepiness, and a little bit of sickness, nausea, but nothing crazy. Like I didn't vomit, like I didn't have any crazy nausea unless I was like very hungry. But I would just make sure that I would have some kind of snack on me, and yeah, like it wasn't crazy. Oh, you know what? I actually had one symptom that was a little hard for me to deal with. It's hormonal acne, and I have a footage. I filmed myself, I think it was week 9 or 10. It was the worst in my pregnancy so far, considering like my skin. I had pimples like literally everywhere, and they were red and like very sensitive. That's probably one part that was hard for me to deal with, and especially like we were traveling, so we would change, you know, water, food is different. It was my first experience to kind of have like a lot of pimples on the face. So this is the footage how my face looked on week 10-11. It wasn't nothing crazy. I know people have way worse acne, and I'm so sorry for you. I hope you will heal it. But for me, like as you can see, my skin is like 100% clean. Knock knock knock. So for me it was hard. That's why I didn't really do any vlogs, even though I was like, I'm gonna go to Europe, we're gonna be traveling, I'm gonna be filming everything we do. But because of my acne on my face, I didn't like it. It affected my mental health as well, so that's why I didn't really vlog. Sorry guys, that's why you don't have any vlogs from our travel. I think I told you everything. Oh, I didn't tell you how we told our parents. My parents joined us in this Europe trip in Amsterdam, so we told my parents in Amsterdam, and it took us 5 days. Like my parents were with us for 7 days, and we didn't have a courage to tell them, so it took us 5 days to tell them. And then on day 5th, when we actually told them, they were like, they didn't realize right away what we are saying to them, because my dad's reaction was like, you had 5 days to tell us and you didn't. So like for him it was like very weird that we didn't tell in the first day. And how you can explain your parents that I'm sorry, we were afraid to tell you or something. Like it was not even being afraid, it was just more like shy. We never experienced it, and it was just like, I don't know, emotionally hard, I guess, to kind of to tell everyone around. And then we told my parents-in-law over the Skype. Yeah, they kind of just to be super clear, my parents and his parents were waiting for a grandkid since the day we were married, which we married for 6 years already. So they both went so much, but because we waited so long, they didn't even realize that this actually can happen. Like they kind of let this thought go, you know. And then we finally told them that we were pregnant. They were like, it was shock on the face. It was fine. I think I told you everything. If you have any questions, let me know in comments below. I'm very excited to share with you this experience. I'm planning to do something like weekly vlogs or maybe bi-weekly vlogs, just to show you more what it is to be a first-time mom. A lot of my audience is female audience, so I know you'll experience this as well at some point. Like I was watching this kind of videos, say for 2 years before we decided, just because like it's an interesting topic. I knew that I would experience it, so I wanted to kind of see how it is, like how does it feel and everything. So I'll try my best to shoot as many videos as possible during this pregnancy, so I would have some kind of, you know, memories, like videos for myself, and plus I want to share with you as well. And then, as I told you, I'm going to be doing pregnancy fashion videos. My approach is to buy oversized or a little bit bigger than you are right now, and then you can use those pieces even after pregnancies. Like this dress, for example, I showed you in my Zara haul. It's perfect. Like it hides belly, and I have a little bit of a belly already. So if you see me on the street, you would notice that I'm pregnant a little bit. So that's it. I was very excited to share with you this news. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up. Yeah, see you in my next video. Bye guys. So tiny, look, it's like it's the size of my head. I cannot imagine that the babies are so small. Missing someone.